Guys, if you ask me, Denny Hamlin has just locked up the biggest win of his his entire NASCAR Cup Series career. I can't believe I'm saying this. He's got win number 60 now, and my God, he could genuinely do it this year. He could genuinely do it. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to a brand new episode of the NASCAR post-race reviews. Today's episode, ladies and gentlemen, we are reviewing the South Point 400 at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. What a race we had on store today. What a race. The kickoff of the round of 8. Drama aplenty, action aplenty, all around the race. It wasn't a wreck-filled race or an incident-filled race either. Like, everything was pretty standard, as one would say. But, yeah, huge race for the 11 team, as I mentioned in the intro. But let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's talk all about race-by-race proceedings. Early on, it was the Toyotas of Hamlin and Briscoe who took the lead. Hamlin actually struggled to shift into 5th gear on the backstretch, which allowed Briscoe to take the lead and take control of the race for the first half of stage 1. Unfortunately for the 19 team, though, there was an issue on pit road. They struggled to get the left rear tire off, which unfortunately cost Briscoe the lead in the couple positions. This gave an opportunity for the Hendrick guys of Larson, Elliott, Byron, even Tyler Reddick was in that picture, to go up ahead of them. And yeah, we were pretty much cruising to the stage 1 end after everybody pitted at around lap 40 out of 80. And with about 72 laps into this race, Ryan Blaney went pow, pow. The right rear tire just gave out by the looks of it. Huge hit for the 12 of Ryan Blaney. Glad he's okay. We're going to talk about Blaney and the playoff bubble a little bit more. But this is a horrible break for the 12 team. And yeah, I mean, I didn't think Blaney would have a good race. I mean, this race, if you ask me, was really just damage limitation. Going into this round, looking at it for the perspective of Blaney, I was looking at it as of, how do I say this? He's like, Vegas is really his worst track here. So it was really damage limitation, for, if you ask me, for the 12 of Blaney, but unfortunately it was not meant to be for him. William Byron closed out stage 1 and got himself the win. Kyle Larson finished 2nd in stage number 2. God, looking back at this, Byron damn near wrecked it a couple times in this race. We'll talk about that a little bit later too. But yeah, then the Chevys had a little bit of an incident on pit road as the 9 of Elliott had an uncontrolled tire that went completely unnoticed. And the 34 team controlled it for him, but unfortunately in NASCAR's rulebook, that is not how the game goes. So unfortunately for Chase Elliott, he would have to come down and serve a drive-through. He was really in a race with a lucky dog for the rest of the race. I mean, he was able to drive back up positions, but the Zach Brown Band number 5, Kyle Larson machine, he really established himself as, if you're going to win this race, you're going to have to go through me. That was pretty much how Kyle Larson set out in stage 2. And luckily for him, he got the stage 2 win. He held on to the lead for a vast majority of this race. And yeah, Elliott, there's watching Elliott back. He got the free pass. There's him passing Chastain in the Tootsie's car. Man, we'll talk about Chastain later too. Where was he today? I say this wearing a Chastain Busch Light baseball shirt, but like, I expected him to be so much better today. I expected him to have a top 10 ride, but so much for that. Yeah, there's Bowman hitting Ty Gibbs into the pits. Maybe that was the reason for an incident we'll talk about later. Yeah, I thought Denny Hamlin's race was over on the final green flag pit stop, as they had a slow pit stop on the jack. The jack was slow getting up, which caused both the right side tires to be delayed on the stop. It was a 13-second pit stop for Hamlin, and luckily they were able to get him back out on track. Still had decent track position, The 24 retook the lead after those green flag pit stops, had a huge moment and turn 2 about 5 to 10 laps after the green flag stops. That allowed Larson to go by as the 24 lost so much more momentum. And yeah, that was William Byron's day beginning to end on him, really, because a couple laps later, they're watching a replay of, I believe, a pit road entry, and all you hear on the audio is, big crash, and then you look up and it's on the exit of 4, and then they point the camera to pit road and they're like, oh my god, it's Byron! Like, what happened to Willie B? And his car is just absolutely toast. But sure enough, what happened was, Ty Dillon did not get into pit road, well, didn't signal that he was going into pit road, I guess. No communication to the 24 that he was pitting. The 24 had no idea. He was going full pelt on the bottom line. Couldn't get away from the 10. Absolutely nailed into the back of them. Huge hit for the 24 and the 10. Glad to see them walk away okay. Ty Dillon had one of the funniest radios ever. He was like, yup, might as well put us out of our goddamn misery. Well done, guys. Well done. I gotta say, that was one of the funniest interviews I've ever heard. But yeah, on the following restart, don't ask me what Ty Gibbs was doing. Don't ask me what the 54 was doing. He pushed Bowman so hard, Bowman had to go 3 wide in between Keselowski and Larson. And Keselowski, Logano, and Briscoe were the 3 cars ahead of Larson, who took 2 tires. Bowman got shoved by Ty Gibbs, and then Ty Gibbs got hit. Yeah, I'm trying to get a better look at this incident. I'll watch it back from the beginning here in 10 seconds or 3 seconds when this clip resets. Yeah, it looks like, I think maybe Bell caused a little bit of this. SVG got a really bad lick. Cody Ware, AJ Allmendinger got some bad licks, unfortunately. But yeah, that was the end of the day for some cars. And then it pretty much came down to a 3-car, 15-lap shootout. Briscoe had the lead. Larson and Hamlin got by Logano. It was pretty much the 19 versus the 5 versus the 11. Now, whichever car was going to get past the 19 first was pretty much my pick to win this race. Because, I mean, Briscoe's on 2 tires. He's doing all he can to hold these guys off. If Hamlin gets by, he'll be fine. If Larson gets by, he'll be fine. But Hamlin has to get by Larson first. And sure enough, he did. He made a hell of a move, I gotta say. It was a goddamn amazing move by Denny Hamlin to go around the outside of Kyle Larson and get clear of the 5. And sure enough, the very next lap, Hamlin goes up top on Chase Briscoe, has more momentum and more grip around the high side with those 4 fresh tires, passes Chase Briscoe to the lead, and the number 11 of Denny Hamlin is heading to Phoenix. The biggest win of Denny Hamlin's career, if you ask me. We'll talk about why in a bit, but that, in my opinion, this is such a huge win for Denny Hamlin. Win number 60. His dad hasn't been well for some time. This is huge for the 11 of Hamlin, man. To book his spot in the Phoenix too. The main reason why I say this race is such a big win for him is his guys have 2 weeks to prepare that car for Phoenix. And that may be the last time ever that we get to talk about preparing this car for Phoenix. So Denny Hamlin has put himself in a massive, massive advantage because all he's got to think about now is Phoenix, Phoenix, Phoenix. From a driving perspective, at least. Denny Hamlin's got a lot more to think about off the racetrack. I'm sure we got a lot more news in the podcast to talk about. I mean, he's obviously got his father, lawsuit, family, like, he has 3 kids now. Like, he's busy guy, friggin' busy guy, and he's got his friggin' hoop group, his golf tournaments. Like, he's a busy fella, man. He is a very, very, very busy guy. But 60 wins all time for Denny Hamlin. Like I say, guys, this is the biggest win of Denny Hamlin's career, if you ask me. He's so hit or miss here. I thought he would pull off a maybe top 5, top 10 day. And that's pretty much what it was looking like for him. But then he came on and showed one of the greatest late race drives that I've seen in a while, especially from Denny Hamlin. And most clutch win of his career, like I'm telling you guys, this is so huge for Denny Hamlin. If you're an 11 fan, I'm sure you're loving this moment, but we got to talk about these post-race results. We got to talk about more of these drivers besides Denny Hamlin. Let's get straight into it. Well, guys, looking here at your race results, Denny Hamlin delivers on a Sunday afternoon and evening in Las Vegas, Nevada. I mean, it's definitely evening. It's 10 o'clock as I'm recording this here at home. Kyle, I mean, I live 4 hours ahead of Vegas time zone, though, so keep that in mind. Kyle Larson with a P2, Christopher Bell P3, followed by Chase Briscoe, Tyler Reddick, Joey Logano, Alex Bowman, Kyle Busch? Kyle Busch got an 8th? God damn. Miracles are real, boys. Miracles are real. Ryan Preece in 9th, Brad Keselowski P10. Larson had the best car of the day, man. Larson deserved to win this race. Unfortunately, that Byron caution kind of ruined it for him in particular. If there's anyone who really didn't want to see that Byron caution, it was Kyle Larson. We'll talk about the playoffs more in a bit, but this is a great day if you're associated with Joe Gibbs Racing. Oh, besides Ty Gibbs. But that's usual for Joe Gibbs Racing. Christopher Bell, P3. Great run for Bell. I honestly expected Bell to be the best car of the day. He's shown great speed in the last 2 Fall Vegas races. I expected Bell to be a serious threat for the win. Unfortunately for Bell, today just wasn't his day. 3rd place for him, not too bad of a result considering he wasn't the best car. Briscoe P4, fastest lap for the 19 as well. Yeah, great day overall for the 19. The 2-tire strategy call worked out. Otherwise, it would have been like a P10 car. So, great work for them. They got a good gap to the cut line heading into Talladega. Oh my God, imagine having to go to Talladega a round of 8. Jesus Christ. Tyler Reddick, P5, not a bad day for him. Sucks he's eliminated from the playoffs, though. Joey Logano maximized his day. Thank God he didn't win. Bowman, Busch, Preece, Keselowski. I don't know where Preece came from. Every time I looked at the monitor, Preece was like 25th the whole race. Those wrecks must have helped him out. Outside the top 10, you have Cindric, Buescher. Hey, Noah Gragson with a great day. He was pretty much in the top 15 all day. Shout out Noah. Ricky Stenhouse, Eric Jones, Michael McDowell, Riley Herbst, Chase Elliott ended up 18th out. AJ Allmendinger, Daniel Suarez, Todd Gilliland, Bubba Wallace. Bubba Wallace had a speeding penalty earlier in the day, man. He was so much better than what he deserved. Same with Elliott. Elliott should have been in the top 10 if you ask me. Chastain just never really had the pace today. Zane Smith with a 24th. Austin Dillon, Josh Berry. Josh Berry, man, way different car than the Vegas spring race. Holy God. Justin Haley, Cole Custer, John Hunter Nemechek, who spun out during that Byron and Ty Dillon crash. JJ Yaley, Catherine Lake. Why was Hocevar 15 laps down? Was he in that friggin'... Oh, he must have been in that friggin'... Oh my God. The Gibbs and SVG crash, because yeah, SVG was behind him. Gibbs, Ware, Byron, Ty Dillon, and Ryan Blaney, your finishing results. Alrighty. Everybody's favorite playoff standing. Alrighty, guys, this is how things stand heading into the next race of the round of 8 at Talladega. Denny Hamlin has the win. He is locked in the Phoenix. He's good. He's in. I didn't have Hamlin in my championship 4, if I'm keeping it real with you guys. I had Blaney at the beginning of the playoffs, at least. I had Blaney, Byron, Bell, and Briscoe. So at least I got a JGR car, right? But I don't know, man. Larson plus 35, he's in a good position. Honestly, I'm pretty confident from Kyle Larson. He's run really good at the plate races this year. Not too bad of a standing if you're Kyle Larson. I think you're very happy if you're Kyle Larson heading into Talladega. The most comfortable of the guys who are currently in without a win for sure. Christopher Bell plus 20. Yeah, great result for Bell. Being plus 20 apart from a win, that's pretty much best case scenario for Bell. Same with Briscoe, plus 15. That's huge for the 19 team to have that gap to the cutoff line. That is going to be huge for them heading in to the rest of these races. So yeah, looking forward to watching how these Joe Gibbs Racing drivers approach Talladega. I figure they'll get the stage points and then drop to the back pretty much immediately. Byron minus 15, man. If you're a Byron fan or William Byron's team themselves, you've got to feel pretty hard done by in this race. Like, leading a lot of the race in the top 5 the whole day, man, like, you got to feel pretty hard done by if you're William Byron, I got to say. Minus 15 to the cut, that's brutal. Elliott, minus 23. Could have been a lot better for Chase Elliott. I mean, I believe Chase Elliott's best hope is these next 2 races. Considering the amount of speed they had at Las Vegas that Elliott never seems to have at Las Vegas, I think that's a really good turnaround for them, but yeah, time will tell for the number 6 seed currently. Elliott minus 23. Joey Logano minus 24. Logano's been pretty much must-win territory from the get-go. He could win Talladega. I doubt he'll win Martinsville. If anybody's going to win Martinsville, it's going to be this guy right here. And wouldn't that ever shake things up? That would put, if Blaney wins Martinsville, and let's say, I don't know, friggin' Brad Keselowski wins Talladega, that would put Bell in by 5. Yeah, no, that would be interesting, man. But the most confident people coming out of Las Vegas, if you ask me, are Denny Hamlin and Kyle Larson. If you are one of them two after today, I think you're very happy heading into the next couple races. Well, guys, if I do have to pick a driver of the day for Las Vegas, as we know, we don't pick the winner, but the driver of the day has to be Kyle Larson. Led the most laps, best car, had the most control of the race today. The 5 team had this race well said, well under control, and yeah, great job Kyle Larson. I think he held it down. I think he did a really solid job today, and yeah, great race for the 5 team. I think if you're Cliff Daniels, Kyle Larson, and the entire HendrickCars.com number 5 team, you're feeling pretty damn positive, especially considering Larson's late form since the 500. Like, he's been doing, well, not the Indy 500, Daytona 500. He's been doing really good. He has been doing really good on the plate tracks. He's always good at Martinsville. He's always a top 10 car there. I think you're feeling pretty confident if you're Kyle Larson, the 5 team, heading into the rest of this round. And that's not something we've said since the spring for Kyle Larson. So definitely things are turning around for him and that 5 team. But anyways, let's put this race on the Skyler scale and let's hop on out of here. Well, guys, if you ask me, this was a pretty fun Las Vegas race. This really, really was a good Las Vegas race. I don't think it was amazing, but it wasn't the most incident-filled race ever, but guys could race hard. Guys could pass. Tire wear was prevalent. It was a great race, if you ask me. I really do think this was a great Las Vegas race. I'm going to give it an 85%. I don't know what you guys think, but I really enjoyed the 2025 South Point 400. The only thing I wish we could have had is I wish this race ended at night. This would have been super fun to have this race start in the daytime and end at night. If this would have ended, like, honestly, right around now. I'm recording this about an hour after the checkered flag. Actually, wait. I can check Twitter. What time did Denny Hamlin win the race? Denny Hamlin won the race at, well, 37 minutes ago. It says Denny Hamlin won the checkered flag. So if we could hold it off maybe another hour till dark time comes in Vegas next year, I think that'd be awesome. I think a race ending in the dark at Vegas would be great. I really enjoy that about Vegas, but oh well. I understand they don't want to go too much head-to-head with Sunday Night Football. That's what's going to bring in the ratings at the end of the day, but yeah, and plus NBC is never going to allow a NASCAR Cup Series race at Las Vegas to go on big NBC over Lions versus Chiefs, which is currently being streamed on my phone. Let me know who's going to win the game in the comments down below. Do you got Detroit or Kansas City? Hopefully Detroit, but time will tell. Oh God, it would be so nice to see the Kansas City Chiefs at 2-4. That would be the funniest thing ever. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button, drop that comment down below, subscribe and share it, those notifications turned on so you never miss a future upload here on the channel. And if you guys want to hear more about the race, make sure you go down in the description and you find my podcast, Touchdowns and Track Limits, We'll be talking all about the race, all about the NFL action, every Thursday morning podcast episodes release. Make sure you guys subscribe and follow us on Spotify so you can watch us at home, driving to work, in the workstation, wherever you're at, and you want to listen to me yap for no reason. Link in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching once again. Yeah, you guys are probably expecting NASCAR 25 content from me on the channel. Unfortunately, I don't have a PS5 or an Xbox Series X, so I won't be able to play the game till November 11th. I am really frustrated by that, but I really want to play this game as well. So, yeah, I'll wait my time. Maybe I'll have a console soon. Who the hell knows? Probably not, considering my finances right now, but yeah, time will tell. I got some fun content coming up for my main channel viewers in 2 weeks, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, gonna be a banger. I'll see you guys this time next week when we recap, what's the race called? The Yellowwood 500 at Talladega. Is it a 500 mile next week? Let me look. NASCAR, please let me know. Is it a 500 mile race next week? Schedule. That's what I would like to see. They haven't updated Vegas yet, but yeah, Yellowwood 500, 2 p.m. Eastern on Big NBC. I'm really interested to see what the ratings are like for the next couple of weeks, but yeah, guys, do your thing, and we'll catch you guys this time next week for the Yellowwood 500 post-race review. But until then, guys, take care, and peace!